Hello, my name is Rashida Hatchett, and this is my demonstration speech, and this is my audience. Have you ever tried to call the financial aid or the registration offices? Let me guess, nobody answered. And you probably got a message like, leave your name and leave your phone number. We'll call you back in 48, 72 hours, something like that. Well, who has that kind of time when you just have a general question? Now, we all know these offices are inundated with calls, especially at the beginning of every quarter. Getting through to these offices is nearly impossible. The lines are huge just to stand outside their office, so you can imagine what it's like just to call. To get around that, these offices have come up with some wonderful websites, and these websites can help you get information that you would never normally be able to find, and you wouldn't necessarily know it just by being a student here at Highline. However, to navigate an office and their website, you need to know, is the information you're looking for even there? And if it is, how do I get there? So with these financial times, things have been so hard for everyone. And Highline alone has had to cut 72 jobs from their website, from their campus, according to a newspaper article from the Seattle PI. Now, they've also had to cut about $1.6 million this year alone. That means more jobs. 1.6 million, that's not pennies. The first jobs to go, as most of us know, are frontline jobs. Frontline offices, they answer phones, they answer general questions. When those offices are gone and those people aren't there anymore, who's there to answer those questions? So it's left up to the students. So now you know a little bit about why you can't get in to talk to those people, but let's talk about how you can get around that and some things you can do on your own to get information about those offices. So the registration website has a bunch of wonderful tools that are on here. So if you go to Highline's main webpage at highline.edu, you can find all of the registration's important dates and deadlines. So you'll go to Campus Quick Links here on the right side of the screen, scroll down to Registration and Records, and then click Go. And then on the left-hand side of the screen, look for dates and deadlines. Now this has all of the dates and deadlines for when to pay, when to add and drop classes, all on their website. And this isn't just for the current quarter. As you can see, this is for fall, winter, and spring quarter of this year. So you can find all of this information without calling, without waiting, no emails, and it's right here at your fingertips. The other big question is, when is my registration appointment time? If you go back to Highline's main webpage, on the right-hand side of the screen, find the little tab that says Online Services, click it. Underneath the registration heading, you're going to click Registration Time. Input your student ID and PIN number, and this is going to give you the date and time when Highline says, hey, you can register. Now that doesn't mean you have to come in. That's something you can do on our website, and you can register for your classes without coming in or talking to anybody, just knowing what classes you need, putting in your item numbers, and going. So registration, that was pretty easy. Now let's talk about financial aid, because that's where things can get a little sticky. The financial aid office has a great website as well, and if you go back to Highline's main webpage at highline.edu, and you go scroll down to Campus Quick Links, you're going to look for financial aid / scholarships and click Go. And then right in the middle of the screen, they've got their priority deadlines for your financial aid. Now this priority deadline doesn't just mean that your FAFSA has to be turned in. This also means that any subsequent forms that they need from you also need to be turned in. And every student at Highline has at least one form that has to be turned in. So where can you find those? If you go right over to the left-hand side of this screen underneath Financial Aid Resources and click Forms, all of the forms that you'll need for the financial aid office are all here. Every single student at Highline needs a data sheet. You'll print that off, turn it in, and then if that's all they need from you, your file's complete. If it's not, they'll tell you you need something else, and then all of these forms are there for you to print off and turn into that office. So that wasn't super hard. It's really easy to get the information that you need from Highline's website without having to wait and without having to go through any rigmarole. You can also email those those departments if you didn't get your questions answered on their website. Financial aid is financialaid@highline.edu, and registration is regisstaff@highline.edu. So you have everything you need, and all you need to do at this point is go onto the website and find the information you're looking for, and that's it. I hope you learned something.